I want you to know we practiced that several times yesterday, that they would all sit at the same time. But some of them just refused to listen to me even after 6 years, but that's okay. Welcome parents, families, friends, staff, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2017 of Toledo High School. Parents and family members and those that strive to help these kids get through their education here at Toledo Junior Senior High School, you've done a fantastic job and helped them build upon what their future holds, and I want you to give yourselves a round of applause because it takes all of you for them to get here. I want you to help me welcome two special guests. I didn't see if Cindy came in. I'm going to announce her anyways as if she was here, but Cindy Henry, representing the Lincoln County School District office. She's the Special Programs Administrator. Cindy, are you here? I don't know. Let's clap for her anyways. And then the newly elected school board member representing the East County, Jenny Damaris, here in the front row. Every Monday morning, Valeria would lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance, so I've asked her to lead us in the pledge one last time here at Toledo Junior Senior High School.
Everybody please rise and remove your hats. Face the flag for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Thank you, Val. This is a momentous event. It's the culmination of 12 years of hard work that brought you graduates to this time and place in your life. But it is only the beginning. Wherever your journey takes you from this day forward, always strive to be better than you were the day before. Always strive to bring a positive change to the world. And no matter what you become when you grow up, strive to be the very best at it. In the immortal words of one of our great poets of our time, Garth Brooks, there are two dates in time they'll carve on your stone, and everyone knows what they mean. What's more important is the time that is known, and that little dash there in between. Live each day like it's your last, and always strive to fill that little dash there in between. With that, it's my honor to, I'm sorry, I almost forgot something. Graduates, on the backs of your chairs, you will find an envelope. And in that envelope, there are 4 cards. On one side of the card is the senior class picture. On the other side of the card, it says, "You have made a difference." I want you to keep one of those cards to remember the difference you have made for Toledo Junior Senior High School, to me, the staff, and the community. The other 3 cards, I'm going to give you some time, and I want you to seek out friends, family, those who have supported you over your journey here at Toledo Junior Senior High School, and let them know the difference they have made to you. On your mark, get set, go. Now, it is my honor to introduce Joe Jordan, who will introduce the valedictorian. Joe Jordan.
Don't they look great? They're beautiful. This is special to me. I'm really pleased to introduce the valedictorian, and but before we bring him forward to speak, I'm going to tell you a little about Blake Hutchison. Blake's taken a lot of my classes, and he's clearly one of the finest students I've ever taught. He is very organized. His work's full of detail and analysis. It's excellent, always excellent. He demonstrates understanding of really complex ideas. Blake is exceptional in many ways. He's highly organized, he's punctual, he's always on time, he's focused, he adds to discussion, he's helpful to others, he's quick to help his friends who maybe don't pick up quite as fast as him, and he does a great job in class. He's always respectful to the adults, always respectful to peers. He's perpetually smiling and cheerful. Blake is a musician and an athlete on top of being a great student. He's always neat, clean, stylishly dressed. His hair is always perfect. He's the kind of guy that makes you a little envious, if you know what I mean. But I won't hold that against you, Blake. Blake and I have a special relationship, and I'd like to tell you about it. It's somewhat like predator and prey. In this relationship, Blake is the cheetah, and I am the little baby antelope. I'll explain. Blake sits front dead center in every class, and he focuses like a laser beam on everything I say, just waiting for me to misspeak or make a mistake. And then he pounces and shreds me in front of the class. Now, some of you might think that I would find this annoying, but I don't. I love it. It's wonderful. Because he keeps me awake. He keeps me focused. I have the sense of adventure and danger when I'm teaching in front of Blake. And it makes me alive and attentive. And he challenges me every day to be a better teacher. And that I absolutely love. It makes my day exciting. And so I look forward to seeing Blake every single day. And I'm going to miss you when you leave. So, please welcome the 2017 Toledo Junior Senior High School valedictorian, Blake Hutchison.
All right, how are you guys doing? Good? All right, so good afternoon, everyone. As you all just heard, my name is Blake Hutchison. Anyways, here we are. And instead of talking a bunch about how we got here, I'm just going to dig right into this and let the speech talk for itself. When people hear that I'm graduating, they always want to know about my future. Many times I've been asked, where are you going? What are you doing? And what are your plans? Between all of the questions and all of the decision making, it's easy to get our focus caught up in the years ahead of us. It's easy to find stress creeping into our lives, and with all the pressure of moving on and needing that secure feeling that you know where you're going, what you're doing, and what your plans are. But life is incredibly difficult to predict. I can't tell you the answer to any of these questions for certain. The best I can do is make a plan and give my best effort every single day. I don't want to live with myself in the present and my thoughts 10 years in the future. If you think about that statement literally, which is something I do a lot, then imagine your head went on a little trip 10 years from now. Your body wouldn't function with your head disconnected. And it's something I'm sure we've all been caught up in. The future is this big, unknown thing, and we're tasked with charting the course. Sometimes it feels like we're tasked with predicting the future, though, and I believe that sometimes we just have to stop trying so hard and just start living. Now, I don't mean that we should just let life push and pull us any way it pleases. You have to fight the current to get where you're going, but a lot of us don't realize we can also use the current to get where we're going as well. If you stop struggling to swim and just float sometimes, you begin to enjoy the bends and dips in the river rather than always gasping for air. Trust me, I don't have the greatest lung capacity in the world, and swimming for more than like 5 minutes at a time can be exhausting. So, but you know, and then another cool thing happens. When you start floating, you can look around you. You see things you would have never seen before. Maybe there's a hidden shore that you can relax at before you continue swimming. Maybe there's a waterfall to stop and marvel at. Maybe there's even other people in the river with you. All of a sudden, while you're riding the current to your destination, you can form relationships with those around you. Now you have support, people to share your struggles with, and people to relax on the shore with. And then the fork in the river comes. That's when you push. That's when you struggle. That's when you desperately fight against the current, possibly parting ways with those friends and family that may have been there for you for what seems an eternity. Sure, it's really hard, but then before you know it, you're floating down the peaceful river again. And maybe new people are diving in next to you. Maybe there's a new shore that you haven't seen before. So as I prepare to take the next step, I'm going to hold on to every moment I have. As we make this transition, we're going to take in every experience, value each and every day, because time is always moving forward whether we are or not. It's that current that we can either float on or push against. When we are always looking to the end goal, we miss the journey between. I don't want to miss the journey between. I'll probably do a lot of stupid things. I'll probably make a lot of mistakes too. But I'm also going to do some crazy things. I'm planning for my future, but I'm also not worried about tomorrow. I have my goals in mind, but until then I'm going to enjoy this journey between. In the words of the great Master Oogway from Kung Fu Panda, yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, but today is a gift, and that's why it's called the present. I'm going to treat every single day as a gift, and make sure that I give back along the way. I'll never forget this journey through high school. Well, I already kind of forgot freshman year. Thought I didn't lose memory till you're old, but I guess we are seniors. But really, thank you to everybody who helped me get this far. The teachers, coaches, friends, and my parents who helped me to be who I am today. I'm excited to move forward and experience every single moment, so thank you for the memories. And one last time, goodbye Toledo Junior Senior High School.
Mr. Jordan, I loved your little intro of Blake. Blake, I've never been so proud of you in my life for how you treated Mr. Jordan in class. I appreciate that. It's now my honor to introduce Vicki Roller, Dr. Vicki Roller, to introduce our salutatorians.
Congratulations, class of 2017, and congratulations to the parents. You are the ones that had to put up with them for the last 18 years, so a big hats off to you guys for raising them right and getting them to graduation. I have the honor to introduce two of our students today, co-salutatorians. We have Valeria Kirkus and Kayla Henderson. Up first, Kayla is going to come up and talk. Give me just 1 minute, though. I want to tell you a little bit about her. So Kayla is an exceptional student. Clearly, she's number 2 in our graduating class. Kayla this year was selected as one of 5 students in Lincoln County School District to participate in the Certified Nurse Assistant program at Oregon Coast Community College. I had the chance to talk with a teacher at Oregon Coast Community College, and they described her as caring, compassionate, and the top of her class. Kayla didn't spend a lot of time at Toledo this year, her senior year, because she was off doing bigger and better things and preparing for her future. So congratulations, Kayla Henderson, our co-salutatorian.
Friends, family, teachers, and fellow classmates, it is an honor to be speaking to you today. I would like to start my speech with a little bit of reminiscing. A little over 12 years ago, we were kindergartners, and our days were spent dumping glue on our hands and peeling it off under the table and confronting each other to ask, "Do you want to be my friend?" Then we all started getting our first flip phones and texting each other just to say hey or what's up. And when we got really brave, we'd ask, "So do you like me?" And we didn't just mean like, we meant like. We were having sleepovers and doing the cinnamon and ice challenges because we thought they were cool and we were so indestructible. I'm so grateful for all of the memories we have been able to create over the years. I wouldn't trade all of our experiences or countless number of plans for successes for the world. On that note, I'd like to say thank you to my class. We have all came so far and have helped each other so much. Thank you to all of our teachers. You guys have always been there to offer endless help and support anytime we needed it. Thank you to our families for pushing us and providing us with unlimited love and guidance no matter what. As we close this chapter of our lives, we are opening a much bigger and less defined one. This new chapter is one where you can become anything you want and you can do everything you put your mind to. So follow your heart and be passionate. Stay true to yourself and be loyal and honest, but most importantly, be strong. Be strong enough to live a life you're proud of, and when you find that you're not, have the strength to start all over again. This is your life now, so go live it. Thank you.
Our second co-salutatorian is Valeria Kirkus, and those of you that know Val know that she spends hours and hours and hours at Toledo. When I left on Friday afternoon around 4 o'clock, I came to the gym to see what was going on and how things were going, and Val was here in the gym, one of the very last students, hanging up these balloons. Val is committed to Toledo. She's in the leadership program. She's in sports. She's involved in the community. She is one of the hardest working and most compassionate kids that I know here at Toledo. So it's my pleasure to introduce Valeria Kirkus.
I'm very short, so good afternoon, everybody. I'm Valeria Kirkus, also known as the Russian in the daily announcements. Y'all are in for a treat. Many people know me as an avid talker, and others, especially teachers, knows me as the student who wrote way too many run-on sentences throughout high school. Needless to say, I talk a lot. You'll hear me talking about Joy Club on Tuesdays, where I did my resumes. You'll hear me talking about 4-H and walking my dog, or my trip to Washington, D.C. You might even hear me complaining about Blake, because sometimes I just have to give him a hard time, but I still love him. But don't worry, I still managed to get salutatorian somehow, alongside Kayla Henderson. Congratulations. Getting the cliche things out of the way, congratulations to the students of THS. We made it. You're on to better things. And what's the other one? Oh yeah, this is the beginning of a new chapter in our lives. Chapter 17 or 18. I can't keep track. The title, it's a long one, but it goes, "We don't know what we're doing, but we have our diplomas now." The author, probably the happy-go-lucky, gullible guy, Forrest Gump, who thinks that life is a box of chocolates and you never know what you're gonna get. But I think he's absolutely right, because we're about to go out into the world, and we're just gonna hope that we're gonna get our favorite chocolate. Attempting to name a better quote than that would be by Steve Jobs, the one that invented something more distracting than female shoulders, the iPhone. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your inner voice. And most important, have the courage to follow your heart and intuition, because they somehow already know what you truly want to become. Everything else is secondary. A wise, goofy, and incredible coach, teacher, and friend, Luke Korber, once told one of the graduating classes one year to stop in the moment and to thank the woman that brought us into the world, because she could sure as hell take us right back out of it. It's a little sinister, but it's true. But to my fellow classmates, thank the people who got you here, because without them, we'd probably still be sucking our thumbs and pooping our pants. People are here today to congratulate us, to witness our ceremony, and let's not ignore the elephant in the room, probably give us a little bit of money. We're hoping it's a lot because college is a little bit expensive if you're going there. We're here to thank each and every one of them who supported us and loved us through some of the most memorable and some of the most difficult years of our lives. We want to thank the ones who raised us, taught us life lessons about being nice, about responsibility, and how to work hard. Thank you to the teachers in Toledo like Miss D, Nancy, Miss Bishop, Miss Miller. In middle school, Miss Ballas and Miss Grote. In high school, Mr. Metz, Sid, Korber, Jordan, Miss Heller, and many more. You all dedicated your time to teach us things like math and science and health, Spanish, the list goes on. These all prepared us for things like PSATs, SATs, the ACT, and our essential skills which we had to pass to graduate. And many say that a grade doesn't define you, but in my opinion, a passing grade is something to be proud of, just like high school is something to be proud of. Thank you to the true friends and the foes that caused us happy tears and sad tears. Foes that taught us that we had to be careful who we tell things to. Foes that taught us to rise above them and to bite our tongues. You taught us hard lessons that always seemed to round back to trust. We would tell them our secrets, plan things for the future, and then all of a sudden one day we weren't good enough. But it broke our hearts, but we had to learn to move on, to forgive them, and to find new friends. True friends taught us that there were worthy people out there to trust. There were people out there that we could talk to and discuss how we felt and not be judged by it. They didn't leave us behind or get tired of us. They promised us a helping hand and love. We probably haven't taken the time to worry about today instead of worrying about tomorrow or graduation. Today we learn to live in the moment, taking the fact that we're here graduating beside new and old friends. Living in the moment is critical because once we grow older, life gets more hectic. Some of us will be making money, others will be watching our children grow up too fast, something my parents like to remind me of. And the rest will be engulfed by just the fast-moving world around us. What people fail to remember is the moment that matters now. The moment that matters is now, because tomorrow isn't promised. We've been in school for almost 13 years now, waking up early on weekdays, going to bed too late on weekends, procrastinating homework, and don't lie to yourselves. I know we've all turned in a paper at least at 11:59 p.m., the day before it was due, so we wouldn't get a late grade. Sorry, Mr. Metz. We followed the rules so we can get our diploma, and in return, we're promised freedom once we leave this gymnasium into our adult lives. For those who haven't been in high school for a while, the definition of prevail is to prove to be powerful than opposing forces and to be victorious. The world isn't going to be an easy place. It's full of many doors that we have to choose from, some that will be promising and some that won't. Many problems will face us. Politics will bombard us. Protests for equal rights, feminism, the list goes on. Economic issues will challenge us, like living costs, tuition for school, finding a good high-paying job. Other life circumstances may test us, like drugs or complicated relationship problems or just everyday decisions that we have to make. But on a more happy note, my faith in my class is strong. We will prevail. We're going to beat the odds, economic, social, or personal. Some of us may go to college, we might get a job, we might even do both, but we will prevail. Some of us may be stay-at-home moms or dads or go into the services, but we will prevail. We will be victorious. No matter what, each of us will be positive as we face our challenges, for there is always a light at the end of the tunnel. Be positive when things get negative. Remember your heart when you lose, and remember your head when you win. Be humble and kind during difficult times. My advice is to be all of these things because life is too short not to be. From the bottom of my heart, good luck, class of 2017. We made it this far. Let's go further. Thank you, and stay classy, Boomers.
We have some great kids at the school. That was fantastic. To introduce our honors diploma recipients, Vicki Roller.
Thanks. All right. Can I please have Blake Hutchinson, Valeria Kirkus, and Kayla Henderson stand up? Give them a round of applause. In order to be the valedictorian or salutatorian, you must be ranked number 1 and 2 in your class, and you must receive an honors diploma. We have 3 recipients at Toledo Junior High School this year of an honors diploma. An honors diploma is the most rigorous diploma that you can earn here. You have to earn extra credits. You have to have 2 years of a world language. You take extra science. You have to maintain a GPA of 3.5 or higher over 4 years, and you have to do community service. These are our 3 boomers that received an honors diploma this year.
Congratulations, and we are ready for the senior slideshow. Mr. Vinci, take it away. So there's a lot of changes happening for our graduates, but our next speaker has a lot of changes going on in her life as well. As most of you probably know, our longtime secretary, school mom, Toledo High School graduate is retiring. And I'm sure Toledo Junior Senior High School will miss Kay Chambers more than she'll miss us. But we are honored to have her give our commencement address today. Kay Chambers.
Parents, families, loved ones, friends, honored guests, staff, and students. Welcome and thank you for coming today to honor our graduating class of 2017. What a special day this is. Seniors, congratulations. I want to take just a moment to say thank you to my dear classmates and friends in attendance today from the Toledo High School graduating class of 1972. And that includes you, Tan. These remarkable ladies have allowed me their friendship over all these years, and seniors, of all the good things I wish for you, wishing you good friends, the very best kind of good friends is at the very top of my list. Seniors, your invitation today to speak so touched my heart. Please know I will always remember your special gesture as one of the sweetest highlights of my life. You have put in 13 years of exceptionally hard work, with ups and downs, friendships built and lost, sport losses and triumphs, successes and hard lessons of every variety. And here you are, in those beautiful blue robes, about to be recognized for all of that hard work, about to launch into those new and exciting chapters that Val was talking about. 45 years ago, that sounds like such a long time ago. However, to me, it seems like yesterday. 45 years ago, my classmates and I were you. We sat in those seats at this same school on this very weekend and received our high school diplomas. How fortunate to share this special heritage with you. This year is particularly special for me because, like you, this is my last year at Toledo Junior Senior High School. Yes, the time has come for me to retire. What an honor to share this most memorable time with you. I have seen many, many groups of students come through this school, and parents and guests, this is a group of students with whom you can be truly proud. These students represent what is good about our world today, and I believe they will be at the very core of good things to come. It has been interesting to watch the ever-changing educational paths put before our students. Testing, no testing, testing again, focus put on this area, then that area, the push to take college classes, the option of taking dual credit classes, thank you Marla for bringing that to us, and the ever-growing popularity of taking online classes. This is not yesterday's world, nor is it yesterday's educational system. Yes, the pushes and pulls of their academic requirements and aspirations, dedicating themselves to athletic teams, working to make this school a school we can all be proud of, and all the while, many of them handling the pressures of academics, athletics, and part-time jobs. These students represent young adults who have weathered it all, from heartfelt victories to heart-wrenching losses. Schedules full-grown adults would have difficulty managing, and yet they have stayed the course, made our school better, chosen to put down roots, called this school their own, and over these 13 years, they have gone the distance and finished this race put before them with maturity and grace. These yes. These students have been good stewards of your investments of time, money, sweat, and tears. Often, in speeches like this, it is important to remind students about the importance of continuing their education. But that is not necessary with this group, as our school counselor, Dr. Vicki Roller, applied for a Garrett grant for 2016-17 school year and received over $45,000 to help fund that very thing. Yes. All of these seniors have had the good fortune of having a room updated with easy access to new computers to help facilitate their continuing educational planning, applying for college entrance, and those all-important scholarships. Guest speakers have been invited to speak, and these students have been provided the opportunity to visit college campuses, as well as other field trip experiences, introducing these students to new places, people, and career paths. And there is no real need to give the standard graduation advice to these grads regarding staying safe, making good choices, being thoughtful, and making this world a better place, because that is what this group of grads is all about. So grads, I will leave you with only one request. Stay in touch with the world around you. In other words, keep up with current events. Oh, I can feel your groaning. Sometimes it's just so much easier to tune it out. But it's so important that you do not tune it out. It's so important that you lend an ear. Seek the truth of the event at hand. Listen to people with differing points of view. Know who your elected leaders are, and consistently honor and exercise your right to vote. If you have not registered to vote, register. If you have not registered to vote, register. That's right. This country of ours needs you. Needs you. You have proven time and again that you know how to be a positive part of our community. Don't stop now. Keep growing. Keep going. Look not only to your future, but to the future of the town, the state, and the country you want to leave for your children. The time and effort you put into making this country safe, sound, and prosperous for yourselves, as well as the generations to come, will be time well spent and is so vitally important. So vitally important. Now, to wrap this up, I have been advised that I should take a moment to share some sort of wisdom that life has taught me over these past 45 years. And the thing that keeps coming to mind is how important it is to not automatically count someone out because of poor choices they have made or considering them for whatever reason as someone who will never succeed, never amount to anything. Time and time again, I have watched those very individuals become wonderful, responsible, successful individuals. It is so important to remember to give each young adult the time and opportunity to grow and change and become highly productive contributors of whatever course of action they have chosen to lend themselves. Let's not forget, we all have room for improvement. And let's not forget to ask ourselves, am I continuing to improve? Now, dear husband of mine, children and grandchildren, whom I love so very much, and to all of you, my dear family and friends, thank you for coming today, for your loving support, and for sharing my love for this community and school. I love and appreciate each one of you so very much. And again, thank you, class of 2017, for allowing me to be a part of this most important moment in time. I wish you happiness, success, and challenges. As a wise man recently reminded me, there cannot be victory without a struggle, without a battle, without that challenge. Life will bring you all of this, and of course, so much more. And I am confident you will continue to rise to victory and weather it well. Congratulations.
Well, I hate following things like that. It's almost time to receive your diplomas, but I need to correct a couple of things. I know it's hard to believe, even I make mistakes once in a while. One thing I forgot to do is acknowledge our amazing staff here at Toledo Junior Senior High School. Without them supporting these students, supporting us, supporting the community, we couldn't be here today, so I was remiss in that, and I just want to acknowledge our staff. So if you're a staff member here at Toledo Junior Senior High School, Mr. Strachan's in the back, some are here around the room, please stand up so we can acknowledge you. Crystal, you too. The last thing I need to correct, especially at a time of year like this, you know, I never want to make these kind of mistakes and create hard feelings, but at the senior awards night, a student who should have received an award, we didn't get her on the program appropriately, so an award that we should have presented that night was the Dale Hargett Memorial Award, and Ileana Blacketer should have received that, so Ileana, please stand up so we can recognize you. I don't have the award. She'll get a plaque. It wasn't done being etched, but Ileana, I apologize for that. I think it's time. It's time for the presentation diplomas. Here on stage, assisting us will be Joe Jordan and Kay Chambers. Are you guys ready? Ready? Are you guys watching me? Eyes on me? Okay, here we go. Just the front row. All right. Go ahead and take your places at the stage. It is my honor to introduce the class of 2017, Blake Thomas Hutchison. Valeria Maya Kirkus. Kayla Jane Henderson. Robert Michael Becker. Ileana Rose Blacketer. Alexandria Nicole Boydston. Katie Lynn Clayton. Anita Jo Mercedes Duarte. Austin Darren Duffy. Michaela Juanita Gairon. Brandon Max Hoffman. Rayanne Michelle Hogel. Can we go down? Shakaya Lynn Hogel. Maisie Starr Houchins. Philip John Landis. Sabrina Marie Lent. Christian Pedro Mobley. Nicole Brianne Morford. Kyle Wilson Otis. Kendra Lola Jade Nyberg. Samantha Dale Paul. Alyssa Marie Lynn Reed. Casey Dawn Reed. Kylie Nicole Rice. Jordan James Rogers. Samuel Yale Schneider. Jillian Rose Sylvanen. Christian Allen Sutton. Shania Ann Trapala Driver. Gabrielle Christina Wagner. Fisher Zeeb Walker. Sierra Brooke Louise Wheeler. Brianna Lee White. Taylor Jean Freedom. Now to present the class of 2017, Shania Trapala Driver.
Class of 2017, please arise. Now please move your tassels from the right to the left to signify us leaving high school and moving on to new adventures. It is my pleasure to present to you the class of 2017. Graduated.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question, but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind, hanging on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos of memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life.
Congratulations, graduates. Have a great summer and be safe tonight.
Carpet.